Receiving the Minister for Communication, Issa Tchiroma. Mr. Minister, good day.
My pleasure.
Now, you're visiting media houses within the context of the Anglophone crisis. What is Minister for Communication, member of government? Is there an Anglophone problem today?
No. There is no Anglophone problem in this nation. Please. You have a handful of people who have decided to blackmail, to take hostage the 2 regions and consequently the 10 regions in our nation. There is no Anglophone problem as such. Each region has its own problem. There is no doubt about it. When the lawyers, the teachers, raised the problems that they were confronted with and for which solutions have not been found, they were received, they were welcomed. The head of state gave the instruction to all of those who in one way or other were in charge of the area to receive them, listen, focus the mind on the problem raised by them and to find the right solution. And the problem raised by lawyers and teacher unionists, most of those problems have found solution. But we were expecting the end of the problems when the secessionists came up with their claim, their demand. They were nothing short than independence.
But maybe secessionists took the advantage that in the month of January, you, alongside other government ministers, stood up and said there was no Anglophone problem. This angered most persons who watch you. Today, can we say that before January, you had lawyers who had stood up to talk about the translation of the Ohada law in the month of October? Can you allow me to continue, please? And in the month of November, teachers had sent a communique 1 month, even before November 21. You are aware of that?
We have to be very much disciplined in this dialogue.
We are all disciplined.
When you raise an issue, you allow me in my capacity as the member of the government and spokesperson, you have to give me the opportunity to answer your question.
I'm just recalling, Mr. Minister.
I say that at the beginning, I was wrong in my assessment of this situation. When the problem of translation in both languages, any document coming from any administration, and this being not the case, I say yes, they are right. If Anglophone problems should be identified by those problems, there is no doubt, there is no problem. There is problem and those problems have to be addressed and they have to be settled. And this is what the government is doing.
But today the strike continues, which means the efforts put by the government are not enough?
No. You are analyzing, assessing the situation through a misleading prism, angle.
No, we have been on the ground, Mr. Minister.
Schools
have not been effective. I'm talking based on statistics we've had on the ground.
Let me continue. I said that you are wrong in your assessment of this situation. Let me tell you the reason why. When the government, in compliance with the agreement signed by the government and the representative of lawyers and teachers, when it was implemented, when those who were caught red-handed, put in jail, being court-martialed, all of those in one way or other, when the head of state deemed it necessary to get them released, 55 of them were released. But the secessionists, when they realized that their aura, their charisma was dying down, dwindling, when their mot de passe could no longer be heard and implemented by others, they resorted to violence. That reason why you are a parent.
Are you saying that on the 22nd of September, almost the whole of Northwest and Southwest regions who came out as secessionists?
No, not at all. The Anglophone are victims of this situation. You have a handful of people settled abroad who are dictating what is taking place under threat under threat because people have been taken hostages. Without threat, this situation would have disappeared completely. Secession will never take place, and you agree with me, violence should stop. I agree, and you agree with me, and dialogue must continue. Dialogue must be the only framework, the only possibility that all problems, no matter how complex and tough they are, the only possibility to address them is through dialogue.
And the military too should stop shooting.
The military has never shot in any. How can you say this?
Many people have been reported dead. We have confirmed.
Where?
On September 22 in the northwest, in Kumbo and in Manfi. Before we leave, Mr. Minister.
Please. The situation is already very complex. Don't put oil on the fire in order to increase the complexity of this problem. To deal with it, it is not easy. But if you stand in this way, you will make it more complex than it is today.